Hello and welcome to this guided meditation and visualization to help you release the day behind you and to fall asleep quickly. My name is Jason Stevenson, and over the next short while, I will guide you to soften the mind space, relax your body, and then visualize the day's release through a soothing, guided imagery. Grant yourself permission to sink into slumber at any point during this practice. To begin, take a few moments to settle in, making any adjustments required for utmost comfort. Ensure that you are well supported by any cushions or blankets you have around you, and that all end-of-day activities are taken care of. Close your eyes whenever you are ready if you haven't already done so, and then give your mind a moment to catch up with your body, to arrive in this present moment. When we sink into bed at the end of a long day, the mind can sometimes remain caught up in happenings, or preoccupied with ideas or concerns about the day ahead. So, for a moment to begin with, I invite you to see if you might let the mind sink into the present moment instead. You might practice this by really noticing what the surface beneath you feels like, or by noticing the subtle movements of the body associated with each breath in and out. You might also notice the sounds that fill the air, without labeling them and without judging them as good or bad. Whatever of these things helps you to arrive in the present moment, take a few breaths to focus on it now. The mind might wander away after just a few seconds of presence. Just know that this is entirely natural and entirely okay. If you observe yourself wandering into ungrounding thoughts, just simply notice the mental movement and then gently come back to your anchor, which is your breathing. Now, shift your attention to the top of your head, just taking a moment to focus on this uppermost part of your body. And gently draw your awareness to your forehead, softening the muscles all around the eyes, and slowly now continue to scan the body downwards, inviting any areas of tightness or tension to begin to soften. Pay attention to your jaw and your tongue, your shoulders and hands, and to your belly, just letting yourself sink more completely into the mattress or other surface beneath you. And continue until you arrive at the very tips of your toes. When you have finished this gentle scan, hold your entire body in your awareness, imagining that you are as light as a leaf and yet as grounded and stable as the roots of a majestic tree. Remember that if thoughts about the day continue to rise to your awareness, perhaps being replayed like a movie on repeat, you can witness what is happening and then slowly start to release it. If at any point you become overwhelmed by thoughts or feelings, remember your anchor. Remember that the earth, your body, your breath, or any sounds that flow through you can help you to re-tether to the present moment. Now in just a moment we'll begin a visualization to help us mindfully release the events and feelings of the day behind us. Yet before we get there, I invite you to take a few deep breaths into and out from your heart space. And with each breath in, feel your body expanding. And with each breath out, notice the subtle surrender. Expanding and surrendering. Expanding and surrendering. And in the space and quietude that lives beneath your thoughts, I invite you to repeat the following words. I am willing to let go. I am willing to let go. I am willing to let go. Letting go of the contents of our mind is not always easy, but it begins with a willingness. So as we move through the rest of this practice, be patient and compassionate with yourself. View the practice of letting go as a practice of softening and one that might be an unfolding journey. So now I invite you to shift your awareness to the creative mind space. And in this space, I invite you to paint yourself on a quiet pathway in nature, whether made of stone, wood, earth, sand, or some other material. Perhaps you are in a jungle, perhaps in an evergreen forest, or even an open, vibrant meadow. Whatever space brings you peace and comfort, find yourself here. Find yourself in the peace of the natural world. You are standing on the path, feet firmly connected to the earth. all you have with you is a backpack strapped tightly across your shoulders. Take a moment to ground yourself here, to breathe into the open air, and to let yourself merge with this environment. Slowly you begin to make your way down the trail, noticing the colors, textures, and life forms that surround you. Take your time to really notice them, letting them ground you into the present imagined reality. Paint this landscape in your mind however you feel called to, in any way that brings you a sense of safety and comfort. As you continue to walk, you are leaving behind the hours and minutes that came before you. You know that all you have is the present moment and the path that unfolds. And yet, you might still feel that something is weighing you down. Although you might cognitively understand that the past is in the past, it can be difficult to embody that truth, to really release it, to be really free of it. And so you continue onwards, trusting that soon you will be able to truly let it go. For now, you absorb the world around you. The path weaves through the land, surrounded by a healthy, vibrant ecosystem. The beauty and vitality of it continually brings you back to the present moment, helping you to return to the breath and to your direct senses. Now, up ahead you see a pristine body of water come into view. It might be a lake, an ocean, a pond, or a stream. But in any case, it glistens beneath the setting sun. Slowly, you make your way towards it, treading lightly upon the earth as you go. As you approach the water's edge, you take a seat on the sand, rock, or grass that surrounds it, taking off your backpack to rest for a short while. With your backpack now on the earth beside you, you realize how heavy it was to carry around. Your shoulders can now fall towards the earth, softening any tension they once held. But what is in the bag, you wonder? Slowly, you slide open the zipper, and as you peer inside, you realize you've been carrying heavy stones with you, each stone representing something that happened in the day or days that came before this moment. Take a moment to consider what you've been carrying. Any stories, any encounters, any energies, and any emotions. Witness what you've been carrying from a place of wise observation and compassion, just softening any attachments you might feel. And then, One by one, you pull each stone out of the bag, taking a moment to feel its weight, and then carefully placing the stone in the beautiful body of water before you. Take your time with this, acknowledging anything you yearn to let go of or to soften. And if difficult emotions arise during this process, remember to practice compassion and patience. Know that you can always come back to your anchor